What's going on, Jabbers? This is Migoy, and today we are taking a look at the Yaus Box by YausGames. As the professor over at Solarian Community College always says, many different players have many different needs. We'll see if the Yaus Box can fulfill some of those needs. The Yaus Box comes in a variety of colors, those colors being the ones you'd find on the Magic the Gathering color pie. I went with the blue one. The packaging is an elegant cardboard box with a small window for seeing the color of the box and letting you feel the texture of the plastic. Printed on the box is everything you'd need to know about the product, from the visual design of the deck box, both open and closed, how it functions, how many cards it can hold, sleeved or double sleeved, to its extra selling points. It's rare to see a deck box with this much care and flair put into its packaging. The deck box itself comes with one plastic divider printed with the YausGames logo. The Yaus Box by YausGames is actually a really cute design for a deck box. I think the main point that they were trying to drive is that due to its shape and the nature of how the trays work, it is meant to be thinner and therefore be able to fit in most bags easier, as it resembles the shape that of a pocketbook or a small notebook of some sorts, as opposed to say your very square deck box, which takes up a lot of real estate and might not even fit in some other bags, since a lot of bags are designed to fit documents and stuff like that. So this is a very clever way to do that by splitting up the trays and then not just having an entire stack of 60 cards in one particular spot. And this little latch system is actually very clever and does provide a lot of clasping power, to say the least. I am worried about the hinges here, since it is just plastic hinges, so I see a future where these will eventually get enough stress that they will simply snap off. What's nice is that there is an included little plastic divider that, it comes with it. So you can, ideally, you could say if you're playing Magic the Gathering, you can take your 60 card deck. This is my 4-color Gates Pioneer deck. This is 60 cards, but I do find that if you stack all 60, let's flip them so I'm not confused. So if you put a whole 60 in there, it is a tad bit too tall, and your sideboard goes here. So what you're supposed to do is you split up, I'd say, a comfortable 20 cards. So this is a 40 card single sleeve deck in KMC Hypermats. That goes in there. There's a little bit of room. Divider will take your 15 card sideboard. Put it in there, take your divider, then the remaining 20 cards from your main deck will sit comfortably on the other side as well. And there you go. It's nice. There's a bit of a gap in case, so you can close it comfortably, and probably if you have more cards, you can probably put maybe 5 or something more on this side, fit a nice comfortable 45. Ideally, it's supposed to fit 50, but given how sleeves inflate with air, as you can see, it's not guaranteed that they can fit comfortably. And my one issue is, you see that there's no ridge that stops your cards from hitting the top. So if you put say 50 or maybe 51 cards, there's a potential where a card can go over the ridge like that. And therefore, if you miss it and you close it, it could potentially damage your card. Ideally, the design of this is so that this will push the card down, right? So that it can go into place. You can sort of see it do that. Hopefully that's really how it's designed, that if they did in fact take that into consideration. But I am worried about my cards catching the wrong way and ending up getting damaged. It looks to be actually alright, but still, there's that risk. Also, there's also the risk of your cards snagging with this particular segment of the deck box in case they go a bit askew. But I think that has a bit more leeway to just get pushed aside and then go back into place and fit comfortably in the deck box without worry of it, falling off, and then like opening as it falls and then scattering your cards everywhere. There is a bunch of videos made by the guys who created this deck box where they're throwing this like halfway across the room, even to like hard cement, to see if it like damages the box, and it looks to take a lot of punishment before you can even start seeing visual, like, you know, big dents and all that. So that is actually really nice. The tray does fit a bunch of dice, so we have a few dice over here. It can fit your standard size D6, so I have a little minus counter type of D6 to go in there. Oopsie doodles. Just get in. There's a bit of a, you know, plastic warping going on over here, but it will accommodate most types of D6s, or at least, you know, a standard size and smaller. So let's get all of that in. Here we go. Let's get it in number 4 so that they're all like lined up in a way that drives people with OCD nuts or something like that. Here we go. And if you have like, here, I have some D10s. I think they're pretty standard size D10s. These can also fit comfortably in there. There you go. Nice comfortable tray of dice. If you had like the smaller D6s, like from the Pokemon packs, or like the whatever this are called, like the tiny D6s, they can also go like above these dice and fit in there too. So all of that fits nice comfortably in the Yaus Box by YausGames, the Yaus Box.
The Yaus Box is touted to fit up to 80 double-sleeved cards or up to 100 single-sleeved cards. Here it is comfortably holding my single-sleeved Pioneer 4-color Gates deck plus sideboard in KMC Hypermats. Here's the box holding a Commander deck single-sleeved in Ultra Pro Eclipses. I wish it came with 2 dividers instead of just 1, though it has no problem fitting in other dividers from other products. Given that Dragon Shield sleeves are a lot thicker than most sleeves out there, here's the box holding 100 single-sleeved cards in Dragon Shields. For any of you wondering how small cards look in the Yaus Box, here it is holding 2 single-sleeved 40-card Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. In goes a double-sleeved 50-card Vanguard deck with some gift markers. If you're wondering how a standard-sized card with outer sleeves looks in the Yaus Box, it's just the right size for outer sleeves with a bit of wiggle room. The Yaus Box is a pretty neat product. Its unique design really does allow for it to fit more comfortably into most bags and can even fit into pants pockets. At a competitive price of around $10 USD, this is a solid deck box that I can easily recommend. Thanks for checking out the video, and I hope that it was helpful in some way. If you'd like to find more of our stuff, subscribe to the channel. You can also find our podcast by searching Good Trades on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and most likely on your favorite podcatcher. And if you'd like to support us and what we do, hit us up over on Patreon at patreon.com/goodtradesbrigade. Don't forget to keep it going, be ambitious, and check your corners.